It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go. Shot. 17. Red. Yellow. Black shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Woodard. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At 1.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st down, New Orleans.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Niner defense, and they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
This is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll run it with Andrews. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Oh, design run for their wideout. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. This defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Andrews. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Niners at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On the ground, Andrews again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Andrews. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Purdy. He finds his man complete. It's Richards. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Off play action. Woodard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's pulled in at the 32. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Purdy from the gun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the draw, this is Andrews. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Forced out to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All right, fellas. Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
3rd down and 1. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Throwing here, Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. On second down now. It's Harper able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Now left side on the swing pass. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ready.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Saints.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Set. Smash. Red.
Throwing on first down. Woodard. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Woodard. Myers got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Let's go now. Guard red. Green jack. Cluster, 6. Strike. Check, strike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now Purdy. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is indeed good. High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They begin here with a run by Andrews. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Purdy. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Now 4th down and 1.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Purdy on 4th down. Flush to his right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was 4th down, and the possession changes. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Next red.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Drill 52.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the Niners' 23-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a short gain here down to the 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Dennis Allen, he makes a call, and his offense stays put. They're going to go for it. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Red, cycle. Seal, black.
To throw on second down. Woodard. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He finds his man complete. That's Andrews. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Second and 5. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter.
Let's go.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Now a handoff up the middle. Andrews. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
They'll try the left side. Harper. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's second and 7 from the 9.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Purdy looking to throw.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
In it to win it. Set, ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
He may go.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 83 yards.
And the Saints are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point by Sly is up and good,
as this gets them back within a touchdown on a 2-point conversion.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll run again here with Andrews.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Andrews. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Purdy on the sneak. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A the middle they go. It's Harper. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
He finds his man complete. It's Andrews. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
see Purdy. He's going to shift him around.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, fighting off the defender. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. It might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Niners, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.